So, as some of you guys know, there are Stern Ritters in Type Soul, and if you watch Bleach, you would know what Stern Ritters are. Stern Ritters are a group of Quincy's with very strong powers. Now, being that they have very strong powers in Type Soul, but it's insane. Now, you think that Stern Ritters would have some powers that are strong in Type Soul, but they'd have some sort of balance, of course, right? Well, not at all. Now, if I'm gonna get straight to the point, this video, I ended up it wasn't even a fight really. It was more of a brutal beatdown. But it was me and my friends were against me and basically some other people that we didn't know were against the Visionary, the Superstar, and some random royal guard. I mean, like, I don't even know. He's kind of weird. But the main problem is that the Visionary and the Superstar, honestly, no hate to them, and I'm not calling them out or nothing, and I don't want to call them out. I don't want any beef with anyone. I don't want problems with anyone. But they are extremely dev spec carried. I'm not going to lie. Half of the time when I was fighting them, the half of the damage that they are doing to me is because of their dev specs. I mean, in my head, I can't think off the top of my head a time where they did damage to me without using a dev spec. And the reason we were trying to kill them is because we want skill boxes. Me and my friends want skill boxes, and we don't have enough value to trade for a skill box, so we go after ranked players, you know, CC dev players, to try to get a skill box. Now, skill boxes are very good, and I think that skill boxes should be awarded to good players. Now, and if you have a skill box on you, you should be, you know, able to defend yourself, right? You should be able to defend yourself properly if you have a skill box on you, and that's how it should be. You shouldn't need dev specs to defend yourself. You shouldn't need stuff that other people can't use to defend yourself. You simply can't just have a dev spec and be able to defend yourself just off of that dev spec. I think skill boxes should be awarded to players that can defend themselves without dev specs. Now, I understand you're getting jumped, vault standing, and Bonkai exist, but either way, you should be able to defend yourself without a dev spec. You shouldn't be getting jumped by 5 people and need a dev spec to survive. I mean, the Superstar popped his vault standing and he still died, which I found kind of funny. Because honestly, me personally, I don't think the Superstar or the Visionary should have gotten down a single time. I don't think the Visionary gotten down during this, but I know the Superstar got downed at least 1 or 2 times, which is kind of sad. Because not only are you dev spec carried, but you died like multiple times, which is kind of sad. Now, I'm not just talking just to talk. While I'm talking, you guys can see the gameplay in the background of me fighting them, and I'm gonna show a clip.
What the
He's a visor. When I was fighting the Royal Guard, he called me a bot. And I'm like, okay, I'm not taking it to heart or anything, you know. But it's like, if we, let's add things up. An elite grade wrong card with 0 skill boxes in my red zone pool now versus, I don't know if it's true, I think his mask was true visor mask versus a true visor with 2 other dev specs. Yeah, because I'm totally a bot. Let me just parry, block, dodge the dev specs, bro. Let me casually parry the AK-47s that the Visionary deals to all of my posture. Let me casually just block the big star that the Superstar is shooting at me. And you're a true visor as well. Like, that's honestly why I called him weird, because how are you a true advisor calling someone a bot when I'm probably better than him, honestly. The fact that these people can use dev specs against public players is insane, because if they go, and their excuse may be, well, we get jumped, so why wouldn't we use dev specs? Yeah, I see you getting jumped, then just stay in a CC server. You don't want to use your skill boxes because you're getting jumped. Okay, then put them on a bank slot. Okay, put your fragments on a bank slot. If you are a CC player and you keep skill boxes and Hogyoku fragments on your body, even though you have dev specs, you should definitely put them on a bank, bro. You should definitely put them on a bank regardless. And it's just like, the main topic that I want to get to is how they're so dev spec carried. Because how can the Visionary drop down a whole meteor that's unparryable and unblockable and that just does 2 bars of my health? I mean, I didn't record it, but I did get hit by the Visionary meteor. And as you guys know, the Visionary is Remy. You guys know what Remy is. He could drop a meteor, you know. Remy told me he could drop a meteor, right? Now, I was hit by that meteor, and when I say it's unparryable, undodgeable, unblockable, and on top of that, it could be parryable. Let me not say that. It could be parryable. but I know it's unblockable, undodgeable. And I had 2 bars of health, and I didn't even realize it was coming out of the sky. I was too busy trying to see where the superstar is, cause and the visionary was trying to survive with 2 bars of health, and then I just hear something. Just coming out of the sky, and then it's just like, oh. And then I see a big meteor just, yeah, that does 2 bars of health. It probably would have done more if I was at a higher amount of health, but 2 bars was the only amount of health that I had, so I guess it just took all that work. Finish off, these CC demons need to be these dev spec carry demons need to be stopped. They need to be stopped. Like, please, and they need to find a way to make it so that, like, people can enjoy the game without dying with CC players, because I'm almost 100% sure that these CC players are not only defending themselves with dev specs, but they are also probably killing other public players with no dev specs and who have skill boxes on them with their CC specs. You can't tell me at least one time a CC player has not went to a public player with a skill box and killed them using their dev specs. And it's not just me complaining about this. There are so many other public players that complain about CC specs, and if this many people are complaining about it, it's obviously a problem and it needs to be fixed. Now, I'm not saying you should take away their specs that they quote unquote worked for, but there has to be a way where we can make it fair for public players and CC players without CC players being hated on for abusing their specs. They need to be stopped.